I'm chasing a lifelong dream to become a Bassmaster Elite Series angler.
Speaking of college anglers, he's a former Team of the Year angler. He was inside the top 10 rolling into day number 2 from Auburn, Alabama. Let's welcome up Logan Parks. 20 pounds, 9 ounces on day number 1, 5 in the bag.
Something that I've looked at becoming ever since I can remember. Watching Bill dance on TV with my granddad when I was little.
Introducing Bill Dance of Memphis, Tennessee. Bass angler extraordinary.
Just growing up fishing a pond, just wanting to hold up that big trophy at the end of the day. Winning the Bass Pro Shops US Open changed my life forever. Being able to afford to do what I love to do and not dig a massive financial hole for myself is a huge sigh of relief, and it really helps me to focus on catching fish. To become a Bassmaster Elite Series angler, you have to fish all 9 Bassmaster Opens. It's basically the training grounds. It's the most difficult trail. It's one of the most difficult trails in the world. There's 175 anglers all fighting for 9 coveted spots on the Bassmaster Elite Series, 9 invitations. Qualifying for the Bassmaster Elite Series is all about consistency. You have 9 events that are up to 3 days in total, so you have 27 different days of fishing, and you have to be one of the most consistent anglers at every event. You can't afford to lose fish, you can't afford to have a bad day, you can't afford to break down. There's so many variables, and you have to control the controllables and just hope that everything else goes your way. Fishing has been my passion since as early as I could walk. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's something that has just engulfed me ever since I can remember, and I just really want to fish for a living. You know, I'd love to have the opportunity to do something that I love professionally and make money at it. I mean, there's not much more that you can ask for other than that. I've never been the type of person that could see myself sitting in an office working a 9 to 5. I love the outdoors. I love being outside in nature, and I feel most at peace and most at home on the water. I love just getting out there, turning my phone off, and going to work, and that's what I would love to do for a living. My name's Logan Parks, and this is the First Man Out series. Last season, I finished the first man out of qualifying for the Bassmaster Elite Series, and I never want to do that again. Be a fun day as a high school angler. Love having young kids in the boat as a co-angler. It's gonna be an awesome day, hopefully. It looks like we got some really good conditions. It's gonna be nice and cloudy all day. I think the wind's gonna blow. You know, on the grind, just trying to start out with a good tournament at the first Open and keep that train rolling all season long to make the Elite Series. So wish us luck.
Shallow. Got him on that Berkeley swim jig on the new Bobby Lane swim jig rod.
So day 1 on the Bassmaster Open at Lake Eufaula went pretty well. It went pretty awful for a while, but then we saved it at the end of the day. I started out shallow. I really thought that with the water temp being 70 plus degrees in a lot of these shallow areas, that those big females would be headed to the bank, and I think they are. They're just not as far along as a lot of people would like them. I was boat number 217 out of 225, so I had basically no pick at where to start shallow, which is not something you really want to fish behind people doing. I was able to catch a limit pretty quickly. But unfortunately, I hooked one in the tongue, and it ended up looking like it was going to die, so I let it go before it died to make sure that I wasn't stuck with that fish, because when you have a fish die in your live well, you're not allowed to cull it. So at about 9:15, I had about 12 pounds, and I decided to let go my second biggest fish, which put me back around 9.5 pounds. Unfortunately, I did not catch another bass until 3 p.m. and boy, I was stressing. And that's when I decided to graph around offshore, look at some places that I had seen some fish in practice, and that's when we really landed on them. I made one cast with a Berkeley dredger, 25.5, and I caught a double, which is actually pretty crazy because in the meeting, some dude asked, what happens if we catch 7 fish at once? And what he means by that is you're allowed to have 5 fish in your live well, then you have to cull when you catch a 6th fish. But he said, what if you doubled up and you catch 2 at a time, then you have 7 fish in your boat? Hank says, well, you just have to cull 2 fish.
Holy
so that's
shit, dude. Come on, baby. Dude, I'm good.
Then I caught a 4-pounder, then I caught a 5-pounder. At the very end of the day, I fished probably 5 or 6 offshore places. You know, I got that school fired up, caught that 4-pounder, and then they were done. I ran around the rest of the day and I decided to make one last stop with less than 15 minutes to fish, and I was able to catch a big one. I caught a 5-pounder. That's why you fish until the very last minute. You push it until the very last minute. You have to in these opens.
Fucking go, dude. Give me some, baby. Yes!
Rod snap. My rod snap. You have the line.
Everybody's pleasantly surprised. Thank you, Bobby. See you on day 2. All right, keep rolling. Logan Parks, former college team of the year. Had a great run last year in the Opens. Looks like we're starting out good this year on your EQs. 20 pounds and 9 ounces for Logan Parks. Going to jump him all the way up to 10th place. So a good start for Logan Parks. He had a top 10 last year in the overall AOI standings for the Opens, and he's turned around starting back with a 10th place finish right here, Logan. Just get close, hold them high, and you're in 10th place with 20 pounds and 9 ounces. It's gotta feel good.
Yeah, last year I started out with I think a 78th, and I was behind the 8 ball the whole season, and it's just harder and harder as the season goes on to make up points. So I wanted to come out here and just really wanted to get a good start on things, and that's what we did. So we're going to go try and catch them again tomorrow.
Good. We'll see where you end up. I'll see you on day 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Me on my high horse. that what you're getting?
I was really hoping we were going to get to fish day 2 because my place was kind of out of the wind, but unfortunately, and they made the right call, Eufaula gets nasty with a serious south wind, and that's what we had. It was gusts up to 50 miles an hour. No one would have been safe out there. Bassmaster made the right call and called off the day 2. So now it's a 2-day shootout. Everyone fished day 1 and everyone fishes day 3.
Good luck today, boss.
Appreciate it.
Hope you go over there and whack them.
Oh, we're gonna catch them.
There's one. Numero uno. There's one big one. Not so big, but it's another keeper. I'd like to go ahead and catch like 10 pounds, you know, catch the limit. But, I mean, I could sit here all day if I could do that. Big spot, holy cow. There we go, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Speaking of college anglers, he's a former Team of the Year angler. He was inside the top 10 rolling into day number 2 from Auburn, Alabama. Let's welcome up Logan Parks. All right, Logan. 20 pounds, 9 ounces on day number 1. 5 in the bag. They need to be good. You need 25.6 to take over the lead. 5 fish worth 19 pounds, 7 ounces, all the way up to second place for this Auburn, Alabama angler. With a 2-day total of 40 pounds even on the button. 20-pound average per day, and it has Logan Parks, again, a former college Team of the Year angler, in second place. Had a great run last year in the Opens, inside the top 10 in the overall AOI, and we're just picking up right where we left off. Second place right now, still inside that top 10.
Yeah, I was hoping I was going to get the lead for at least a little while, but somebody already ruined my party. But started out awesome, you know, that's what I wanted to do, was come here and get good rolling points going forward, not start behind the 8 ball like I did last season. And that's what we did, I think. You know, got some good points, and I'm excited for the next one. I'd like to give a few thank yous. Thank you to my family, my lovely fiance, Caitlin, right there, everyone that came out and supported, and my fraternity brother, John Adams, and his dad. We stayed at their house all week. They put us up, fed us. It was an awesome place. I love Lake Eufaula and hope we come back.
Been an awesome week for you. He's in second place. Let's hear for him one more time. We'll see where he ends up.
Day 2 was an absolute grind, but we were able to catch 19.7. I'm very stoked about that. I ended with a total of 40 pounds even. My goal after day 1 was to catch 20 a day, and we literally did exactly that. I have nothing to complain about. Started out with an awesome event, 8th place, got some great points, you know, got some great momentum going into the second event. Next stop, Toledo Bend. We're going to be doing this YouTube series all season long, the First Man Out series. So please subscribe, like this video, leave a comment if there's something else you'd like to see, and follow along with us all season long.